Good morning. Good morning. Today we're going to be taking a look at XRP, the S&P 500, the liquidity, Velo data, and the Sigma coin. So, all right, zooming out here on XRP, just kind of looking at this overall structure. So we had a large volume setup play out here. Volume has actually been dramatically reducing on this. This candle has yet to close. So we're going to see that close in another, 48 hours or so. So the volume of profile will be stepping up here. But if you can notice, like this and this have both been a low volume grab here, and the volume has basically been dropping consistently through this whole move. We're just now getting back down to the bottom of the range here, and after squeezing up to the top of the range, and so we're having this kind of just kind of chop, right? It's just this big large chop structure that's playing out here on the larger time frames. So we're in this area where basically we're expecting a reversal back to mean, moving back up into this 140 region, 141, and this is probably these candles, if you look at these, tend to be like take back candles. So I'd say 138 to 141 would be the expected move. A lot of people are looking for lower, and with that it's going to potentially cause some issues. So let's jump over to SPY. So SPY here after hours is looking like it's doing one more rollover. Now, a couple things that we have going on here is this rollover is manifesting at the 50-week moving average, right? So you can see that this stair-stepping green line is the 50-week moving average. We've also had our kind of first breakout off the lows of a liquidity bounce and then a take back. In addition to that, we are now also looking at this 21-day moving average being right at the pivot point area where we would expect a continuation higher. So a lot of people are short. I think a lot of people are going to get potentially wrong-footed here. So we're going to just see how this market plays out today. I think this is kind of one of those catalyst days where will this 50-week sweep below the lows kind of finish up everything and then allow us to move back. Last time we back tested the 50-week was quite a while back. You can see that we've been above it for quite a while, and over here is where we swept below, deviated above, back up again, and then we're able to lose it and then reclaim and move forward. So imagine that all this is kind of where we are now. But what's really been interesting about this rollover is it's been very controlled, right? You can see just how much chop has been in this the way down. And over here, this was much more just dramatic down behavior that we had. So looking for this to just kind of wrap up here with this potential flat structure. Again, it's fairly controlled again because of this rollover being so slow. So it'll be interesting to see how today plays. So this is pre-market excitement, adventure. I think we're primed for a news narrative. I think higher is likely to manifest at least up into this region now that we're challenging this 50-week moving average. So we'll continue to wait, watch, and see. Now, moving to the liquidity for XRP today, you can see they finally got some more late longs. We had that bounce after market, a rollover, a take back, and then another liquidation. They got them all, and this is on the 48-hour liquidity. Everybody's sitting up here in the 140s for these shorts that we have. So my thoughts today is that they're just going to kind of let the market stew a little bit at the open, get everybody thinking that another rollovers continue, load up those shorts at the bottom of the range, and then bam, we come back aggressively and we take back this big move. Whether or not it occurs today or over the weekend, we will find out together. So with that, the part of the reasoning for why I think this is also playing out is our Velo data. So here on the Velo data, we've got the volume of spot. So market buying is down, right? So we're not seeing a lot of market buys. Price action sideways, and then the funding rate is negative, which means it's short, and the funding rate has increased. So they're getting more shorts into this level here, and they're starting to move that over. They kind of got all the longs out of the picture. Now they're moving into the shorts, showing back up to the party. And I think a lot of people are expecting a larger rollover and a continuation lower, which is why the shorts are loading up. But they're doing it right here at the range lows, and there's a potential that that could lead to the shorts being squeezed and us push back up to the higher direction. And all it takes is one tweet, and with one tweet, that's all that's needed to kind of squeeze everybody as they're all sitting right up here. And he goes, hey, everything's over, we're going to negotiate. Bam, gone, right? That fast. One of the other things that telling me that we're probably going to be doing just fine is Sigma, right? So Sigma has been rolling over to this level. We've got our breakout, a triangle formation that's occurring here, And now we want to see this continuation play out here soon. But at this point in time, we're just kind of waiting and watching. Volume's been, definitely some more sizable than it was through this whole kind of low volume capitulation. And so now we're just waiting for price action to continue its next march higher after this consolidation on this range gets finished. So just building support right on top of this prior low or this prior high. That's now a support level rather than a resistance. So, all right. So Sigma's looking like it's got a good opportunity to move higher. We've got liquidity stacked to the upside. We've got shorts being primarily the open interest that's playing as the prices move down and funding rates have turned negative. And then lastly, we've got the S&P 500 giving us a little bit of play here pre-market, whether or not with this gap down, will it be taken back and squeezed today? And will we see XRP bounce off of the range lows back to the mid-range? So, all right, big day today. We'll see how it plays, and we'll check in tomorrow.